Good morning, everyone. This is Todd with Loma Vista Bee Company. Today is December 26th. I hope everyone had a great Christmas. I hope you enjoyed time with your family. And I hope the weather is well wherever you're at. Here in Central California, it's not too bad today. We probably got over 3.5 inches of rain in the last day and a half. And for this neck of the woods, that's a lot of rain in a short time period. So I couldn't drive out here. I don't know if you could tell, but anyway, the creek is running, and so I didn't want a chance making ruts out on the farm. It's just, they kind of don't like that here. But anyway, there's a lot of activity going on today. It's cloudy, as you can see. There's a storm coming in, starting to come in from the northwest. It's hard to see down in this hole, but believe me, it is coming. Yeah, the wind's starting to shift. So I probably don't have too long, maybe an hour, but what I wanted to do is I wanted to put pollen patties, or excuse me, fondant patties on these colonies. But check this out. Let me turn the camera around. This is kind of crazy today. So hang on, let me turn the camera around. So what we have going on this morning is a huge amount of pollen coming in. There's so much pollen, they're piling in the door, and they're falling off onto the ground. It's virtually every hive. I'm blocking this one's entrance. But I mean, these guys, it's mainly yellow, which I don't know what that is, but it could be the yellow or the wild mustard that's coming in, or has been coming in for a while. I don't know. This time of year it's kind of hit or miss, but everybody's got pollen coming in. I mean, it's crazy. Hey, don't get me wrong, I like it. That means they're brooding up. And the only bad part about that is I probably have some mites to contend with, but they've been pretty good on the numbers so far. I'm obviously not going to be doing any mite checks right now, but I mean, it's just crazy the amount of pollen that's coming into these boxes. I hope they don't get pollen bound. I mean, ooh, there's a yellow jacket. I don't think you want to go in there. Oh well, we'll see what happens with that one. But anyway, they have been, I mean, bringing it in. It's crazy. All of these hives are like, there's just dozens of bees just flying in with pollen. Every single entrance, you could see pollen coming in. There's some orange, which may be dandelion, I don't know. But these guys are just working it today. They probably only have a couple more hours to work. Look at this. I mean, they just keep flying in. Like, I'll stop here for a second and see. I'm kind of blocking a little bit of their flight path, so I know it's coming in from behind me, but it's crazy. Almost every single bee coming in is look at that one, loaded with pollen. So one thing I know for sure is they're not going to want any pollen patties, but I got this for them, some fondant. This fondant is from Matt at Sandy Valley Honey Company in Missouri. So I'm going to give this a shot. Apparently it's got, obviously with the yellow color, it's got some pollen sub in it. And then he put in some Apis biologics. And I think he put something else in it. I'm not sure, but I know for sure those two ingredients are in there. So I'm going to give them a round of that today. And let me start opening some boxes. I'll show you what's going on. Okay. All right, let's see what I've got going on in here. This is that first hive I just showed you that had all kinds of pollen going in. This thing's nice and glued down. I hate to unglue it for them. But it's the way it is. And I see I forgot to pick this up out of the hive. They're slowly taking it out for me. Oh, get them spread around here for a second. Oops, sorry guys. All right. Now we'll give them some stuff to munch on. All right. So there's one. I'm not going to put it between. Not going to be putting it between the boxes because I don't really want to split up the brood nest. So that's the theory in that. So let's go check another one out. All right, guys, set this thing up. All right, guys, so this is one of those boxes, one of those hives I got from, so it's a long story, I haven't really talked about it, but bottom line is this, they're not sweet bees. So I really got to give it to them to back them down. This neighbor right here, it's even worse. That colony is gonna ooh. Yep. They're gonna need some of this. I don't know why there's two cards in here. I obviously was in there earlier, but these guys are kind of mean. Not very nice. So that one's there. Let's do this one. See if I can twist this around. This thing is not cooperating today. This is the one that really doesn't like people. My earpiece fell out. I hope you can hear me. Something I need to do is I need to go to Amazon and order some more earbuds, I guess you could call them. But when I make videos, I used to have a pair that wrapped around your ear. And the one that the pair I have now does not do that. And they're really a pain in the butt when you're trying to do something like this. So again, I hope you can hear me. I have no idea if the thing works when it's not in my ear. So I guess I'll find out when I look at this. All right, so this one is, oh gosh, this thing is glued down like you wouldn't believe. Oh. Hopefully they're nice today. I can hear them. They're not really liking that smoke, but I got no choice. Alright. Hopefully they don't tag my legs, because this is at leg level. Oh, something's going on here. Feels like a frame, but it's not. Oh yeah. They're not very nice today, I can tell. They're not in the happiest of moods. So, that's what they look like. Get out of the way here. Actually, they're not too bad. Hopefully they like that. Oh, here comes some, yeah, they're not happy, but guess what? They're gonna be full. Look at that, trying to sting me. That won't work, not with those gloves. Okay, so hopefully you heard all of that. And again, I'm not gonna put them between the brood boxes because I don't want to split up the brood box because I know that's going to be coming next. And I'm not going to move the camera, but you're just going to have to believe me. I've already showed it once, but there is a ton of pollen flying in this front entrance. It is crazy. Every single bee has pollen on her legs. I've probably seen 50 already. Just standing here looking at this for a minute. Wow. Okay, so I'm glad I got sugar on them because I truly believe they're brooding up right now. And these are Italians. And to be honest, I'm not too fond of the Italians. I like my Carnies better because they're good on winter stores. They don't brood up this time of year like these Italians I know are. They're going nuts. So it's going to be, it might be a busy February, March for me, but we'll find out. Anyway, let me see if I have enough battery to do one more. Hang on.